So this screencast recording is going to talk you through metamorphic rocks as you would find them in the rock box, and we are now moving into metamorphic. And so what we're first going to start off with are the foliated metamorphic rocks. And we're going to talk about what it means to have a high grade or low grade metamorphic rock. So we're going to talk about low grade first. We'll just start talking about slate here. Slate in your rock box is number 21. It looks like shale because it was once shale. It still has the platiness appearance. It still has some resemblance of bedding planes. But what we could do, though, to test to make sure we know which one this is we could actually hit something against it. And we're going to talk about a high and a low pitch. And I don't have shale next to me, but we'll talk about sound as to how to identify it. But number 21 is definitely slate. And the most common way in which this is formed is just from shale. Shale is cooked and under low pressure and metamorphoses into slate. Slate can then be further cooked and metamorphosed, pressured, into becoming phyllite. Phyllite is number 22, another low-grade metamorphic rock. It has a very observable sheen to it, and if you look at it, you can still see the platiness of the bedding planes on the side. And this was typically metamorphosed slate. So we're just going through the process. If I add further heat based on the minerals that are in it, I can get this really cool looking metamorphic rock. This is mica schist, more specifically muscovite mica schist. So clearly composed of primarily muscovite mica, the minerals, and it should be obvious. I've got another schist here, which is a garnet schist. Garnet schist has a very cool appearance. It's got a nice little kind of a metallic-y luster, and those are garnets within there. Obviously, they are unpolished, but we have two different types of schist: mica schist, muscovite mica schist, and garnet schist. And then the highest grade of foliated rock, which has these very observable foliations, is nice. This is nice here, and what happens is that this is the foliations are going to form due to differential stress. And so what I'm looking at here is clearly the pressure came from this direction. It allows the minerals to align themselves due to that differential stress. So we could say that the pressure came perpendicular to the foliations that we see here. So there we just went through the metamorphic rocks that we're talking about, high and low grade, and these are foliated. So higher foliation, a little bit less foliation than gneiss, right? My schists are a little bit less. Phyllite, even lower yet, and then slate is the lowest level of metamorphic foliation. So over to the side. So let's kind of take our brains over here to the side. I've got number 27. I've got quartzite. This should have the same characteristics as quartz. This is a metamorphic rock. It's if I take a bunch of sandstone or sand grains and I compress them together, they are interlocking quartz grains, quartzite. It should have a hardness of that of silica, a hardness of 7. Here I have my marble. Marble is simply calcium carbonate. This is where you get from either dolomite the minerals dolomite or calcite. You can get marble, the rock, from limestone and or dolostone being compressed, and it interlocks the crystals and the grains themselves. And this would also effervesce in HCl vigorously if it's calcite minerals, or minor dolomite if it's effervesces mildly. Oh, that was a really long bell. And the last one we're going to learn in this class that we're going to focus on is anthracite coal. Anthracite coal is the highest grade of coal. I'll just leave it at that. And lignite is your precursor to it, the lowest grade of coal. And so I've got lignite, I've got bituminous. I want to just compare bituminous to anthracite. Now bituminous has kind of a duller look to it, where anthracite has a very clean sheen to it, a very, very observable a very observable way in which it reflects light. So there you have it. Foliated rocks, low grade to high grade, non-foliated rocks, quartzite, marble, anthracite coal. There you go. Oh, by the way, anthracite coal is bituminous coal metamorphosed. Add heat, add pressure, equals a higher grade of coal. Bingo.